Coming from Reuters, U.S. sues New York officials over immigration enforcement. Are you understanding why they're dangling that carrot over Eric Adams right now? Welcome to us becoming the Axis. The U.S. Justice Department has sued New York State officials, including Governor Kathy Hochul, over alleged failures to enforce federal immigration law, Attorney General Pam Bondi told reporters on Wednesday. Now, Pam, you are quite educated. You are quite astute. Whose job is it to enforce immigration? And New York City is a what? Bondi said the lawsuit, which also names Attorney General Letitia James and the state's Department of Motor Vehicles DMV head Mark Schroeder, takes aim at a green light law that bars the state from sharing vehicle and address information with federal immigration authorities. It's a law. How are you suing them over a law? So you're just saying, fuck the people, we don't care what the people want. This is just retribution. Trump is butthurt because he caught 34 felonies in New York because of crimes he committed in New York. And you're doing what you promised you weren't going to do. Pammy Pam Pam. Such an illustrious career. And y'all are willing to tarnish your names and your careers and make a waste out of your entire life and all those student loans you took out for Trump. I guess those are goals. Not mine, but goals nonetheless. The complaint filed in federal court in Albany, New York, alleges that the New York law violates a provision of the U.S. Constitution which holds that federal law preempts state and local laws that may conflict with it. It seeks a court order barring New York from enforcing the law. But I thought we were removing things from the federal government and taking it back to the states. I thought we wanted less federal government in everybody's business. And this is not a constitutional issue. They are not to be involved in immigration business. Bondi said this law limits the state's ability to cooperate with federal immigration enforcement because it contains a tip-off provision that requires the state's DMV to inform someone when federal immigration officials request his or her information. As they should. As they should. Instead of McCarthyism, are we going to call it Trumpism, Bondiism, Muskism, what, Heritage Foundationism? What are we going to call it? Bread Scare 2.0? This is a new DOJ, and we're taking steps to protect Americans. Are we, though? Are we? Because anyone that doesn't fit the look of a Euro-American is bound to be reported and their information turned over. Bondi told reporters, New York has chosen to prioritize illegal aliens over American citizens. The First Lady and the Second Lady. That's all I'm going to say. Why Trump is a U.S. citizen and not a citizen of Deutschland. That's all I'm going to say. James said she was prepared to defend our laws. Of course she is. Our state laws, including the Green Light Law, protect the rights of all New Yorkers and keep our communities safe, she said in a statement. Because let's not forget the actual melting pot, the stew of cultures that New York is. The lawsuit comes just days after the Justice Department sued Illinois over immigration enforcement. They keep going after places that are extremely diverse. In the Illinois case, the department targeted a so-called sanctuary law known as the Trust Act, saying the law interferes with federal immigration enforcement and violates the U.S. Constitution's Supremacy Clause. Are they just hoping and praying that a judge will tank their careers along with them tanking their careers for the sake of racism, bigotry, and everything else? Because they're really acting as, you know what? Let's just continue. The clause states that federal law preempts state and local laws that may conflict with it. We did it to Illinois, strike one. Strike two is New York. And if you're a state not complying with federal law, you're next, Bondi said. What the fuck? This is not Field of Dreams, bitch. I'm not strike one, strike two. You're not the teacher. Ain't nobody scared of you. The lawsuits are the latest actions by the administration of President Donald Trump to step up immigration enforcement. Prior to Bondi's confirmation, the department issued a memo to all federal prosecutors ordering them to prioritize immigration cases and to even criminally probe state and local officials who resist such efforts. So by your own guidelines that you were given, when is Second Lady Vance and her parents going to be deported? When is Melania, her father, and her offspring going to be deported along with her sister? When are the Trump children, minus Tiffany, going to be deported? And then we can move into the GOP on Capitol Hill and their spouses. Because Rafael Cruz, I think you need to sit this one out. Because by definition, what you're backing and fighting for disqualifies you from not just citizenship, but being on Capitol Hill. Prior to confirmation, the department issued a memo to all federal prosecutors ordering them to prioritize immigration cases and to even criminally probe state and local officials who resist such efforts. To date, however, no such criminal charges have been filed. There won't be. It's fear tactics for the sake of racism. But as always, you let me know your thoughts in the comment section.